Greetings, fans of mysteries and riddles of ancient history. Today I will tell you about a mysterious find from Italy, which greatly complicates the life of historians and calls into question their official versions. Interesting fact: the object presented below was found as many as 2 times, the first time in 1991, but no special attention was paid to it, so it had to be rediscovered in 2008 after that. The find was not lost, and it continues to occasionally delight the most curious tourists. The discovered object was called the Bomarzo pyramid and attributed to the Etruscans, as I understand it. It was symbolically called a pyramid because of its strange shape. The image below clearly demonstrates its pyramidal features, although the find is conventionally called a pyramid, but decided to consider it another cult object, namely the altar adored by all. As I have already said, attributed to the Etruscans and dated for 100 to 700 years BC, here we will finish with the boring part and move on. The main mysteries of the object are the structure and configuration of most of its elements, more precisely their similarity to the objects from South America, which are attributed to the Incas, and also to the cult structures. To begin with, let's take a closer look at the object itself. You can notice a lot of steps, niches, strange lines, and many other elements, the meaning of which is difficult to determine. I would like to draw your attention to the shape of the base of the so-called altar. I tried to emphasize with arrows the part requiring your attention, and here we have another altar, only from distant Peru. It is interesting that not only the shape of the base is similar, but also the presence of many difficult to explain elements. But there is another strange example. I suggest we take a look. Aren't there a lot of similarities for a mere coincidence? And the Yandex algorithms throw up this picture of a megalith from Russia. Don't you find it strange that the architecture of cults was too similar in different civilizations, with a difference of many hundreds and even thousands of years? For historians, such similarities do not mean anything. They do not want to notice them at all, especially when they are not paid for it at all. However, we see facts that go beyond the official versions of history. We see a certain globalization among ancient architecture, which could not be according to all versions. However, facts are facts, and we should look for a way to explain them, but not to ignore them, and certainly not to try to fit them to the versions desired by history.